So as we move on to the associative property of whole numbers, it is important that we understand that the associative is, or sometimes is referred to as the grouping. The grouping. Okay? If you are given a condition, let's say we have got 3 plus 4 plus 5. These numbers, or the given number that we have, we can present them in groups, or two numbers in a group, like 3 plus 4 in a group like this. Or it is 4 plus 5. Okay? So, having this condition, let's take for an example. I have got something like this: 3 plus 4 plus a 5. Then I choose to have these two in a group. So I choose to have a bracket on 3 and 5. Guys, it is the same thing if I am going to have, let's say this time I'm going to have, I need these two to be in a bracket. All right. So let me have it: 3 plus 4 plus a 5. Then I choose to group these two in a bracket. Guys, this cannot affect anything. Or I choose to take this one, 3 and a 4 together. I can even choose it this way: 3, 4 and a 5. We can have 3 and a 5. 3 plus a 5, like this, plus a 4. Does not affect anything. As long it is under addition and under a multiplication. So in actual sense, we can say that under addition, the associative property, all right, can be given as, if you are given A plus B plus C in a bracket B and C. Rewriting this, it can be given in any manner. You can add A and B together. You can add A and C. It's up to you. So someone writing A plus B plus C, having A and B in a group, still going to have the same answer, even if I was to write A plus C plus B, A and C, these two. It does not affect anything. Grouping into two is associative. So under addition, it can also be given under a multiplication. So that is under a multiplication, just like what we saw before. A times B times C. We can have B and C grouped together. It is the same answer that you're going to have this time if you group A and B together like this. Same thing for multiplication. So in most cases, the associative is used when you are to evaluate and the calculator is not needed on that question. All right, you are being asked to evaluate, to simplify, to calculate without using a calculator. All right, let's say you're asked something like that without using a calculator. For an example, calculate without using a calculator: 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6. Without using a calculator, because you know that you do not have a calculator, so it will be easier somehow to choose. As you are working with the numbers, there are some numbers that you can say, all right, 4 and a 6. If I add these two, I'm going to get a 10. It is just easier. All right. So I can just choose to group these 4 and 6. I know that if I add this 4, if I add this 4 to 6, it is easier. I'm going to simply have what? A 10. So I can take these two, 4 and a 6, in a bracket. I group them. 4 plus 6. I know that it is easier. So now I'm remaining with what? 7 and what? 7 and 5. That 7 and 5, I can even have a bracket for it. All right? Those two, 7 and a 5. 7 plus 5, that is remaining. All right, so you see that it will be easier. Not to say if you understand, you can simply add these properties. They're just there to simplify your calculations in an easier way if you can understand them. All right, so 4 plus 6, it's what? It's 10. It's easier for me to add that one. All right, plus 7 plus 5, that is what? 12. Also easier. So I can easily add these two, 10 and 12. So this is 2, this is 2. So I'm going to obtain what? 22. Not to say that it was wrong for you to just add everything. No, you can add, but grouping numbers can also make it easier, even for a multiplication. All right, even for a multiplication, there are some numbers that are easier to work with. 2 times 17 times a 5. Then you're asked not to use a calculator. How can you simplify or calculate this? You target numbers that are easier. You know that multiplying 2 and a 5, that one is easier because it's going to give us what? A 10. It's direct, something that you you know, you know that. So you can group it. This is what? The property now for multiplication. So I can take these two together, 2 and 5, because it's easier for me to multiply these two. 2 times what? Times 5. I just group these like this. Then I multiply to what? To what is remaining, which is 17. Having this in that manner does not affect my calculation as we are given. It does not affect. This is what I'm trying to say. You can rewrite in the way that you understand, so that you can multiply 2 times 5, you know that it's 10. And multiplying 10 to 17, it's easier again, because you know that you're just going to put a 0 there. So it will be 170. Or you can do the proper multiplication, 17 times 10, 0 placeholder, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 1 is 1, 170. Remember, do not use a calculator. Like I'm just saying, if the question is do not use a calculator, this is how you're going to answer these questions. So you must revise. You must revise in as much as you can do as many questions. We are going to look into the other properties, but for now, these are some of the basics that you need as you are moving on. All right, so remember this associative. We also referred back in our previous class. We talked about what? The commutative property. Know the difference. All right, used for addition and multiplication. No subtraction, no division. Associative again, addition, multiplication. No subtraction, no division. Just like that. All right, so we shall meet again in the next class.